Alright, time for the solutions for the dividing function section of this assignment. So when it's asking you to divide the functions, you just take the first one and put that on top. So 10x plus 6, that's what f of x is. And you take the second one, which is g of x, and you put that on the bottom, which is just 3x. And you see if there's anything that can be simplified, as in something that can divide into all of those parts. On this one, there is not. So that is actually the whole answer for part A. On this one, we need to do f over g of 2. So you take this piece here, and you're going to put a 2 where you see the x's. So this one is going to be 10 times 2 plus 6. And then bottom, we're going to get 3 times 2. Now it's just a process of simplifying things down. 10 times 2 is 20, plus 6 is going to be 26 on top. On the bottom, we're just going to get 6. Well, 6 doesn't go evenly into 26, but 2 does. And so if we divide top and bottom by 2, we're going to get 13 over 3. And that's going to be my answer. On the other side, we need to do g over f. So you write down what g is. You put that over what f is. And if anything goes into all those evenly, then you're done, but nothing does, so we're just going to leave that one just like that. And on the next one, we need to plug in 3 into that, so we're going to use the same thing that we already did all that work for. And we're going to put 3 in there for all the x's, so 10, 3, plus 6. Well, the top part is going to give you, let me divide that, 9. And the bottom part is going to give me 30 plus 6, which is 36. And you can divide top and bottom by 9 to give you 1/4. And that's going to be my answer for D. Moving on to the next section here, we need to take f and put that over g. F is negative x minus 4. And on bottom we got 6x plus 2, because that's what g is. And that one, try to simplify as much as you can. Well, you can't really, because there's no number that goes evenly into all of those. To make it simpler right now, nothing that goes in evenly. If you want to get f of g of 3, you're going to take 3 and put it in for the x's on your answer there. So we're going to get negative 3 minus 4. On the bottom, we're going to get 6 times 3 plus 2. And now we just have to simplify things. Negative 3 minus 4 is going to give me negative 7. And on bottom, 6 times 3 is 18. Add 2 is going to give me 20. And that is actually as simple as that one gets, because there's no number that goes evenly into both of those to make it simpler. And moving over to C, we're going to put G and put that over H. So G is 6x plus 2. And on the bottom, we have negative x minus 4, because that's what f is. And that one's actually as simple as it gets. On the next part, we need to figure out what g over f of 2 is. So you're going to take where you used to have x's and put a 2 there. Like so. And now compute things, try to simplify it down. 6 times 2 is 12. Add 2 is going to give me 14 on top. On the bottom, we got negative 2 minus 4, which is going to give me negative 6. And that one can be simplified if you divide top and bottom by 2, which will give you 7 on top, 3 on bottom, and it's negative. And that's our answer for that part. Moving on to 3, we need to do f over g again. F is just 2x minus 4. G is 5x plus 7. And there's no number that goes in evenly into all those pieces, and so that is as simple as it gets. We need to get f over g of 1, so we're going to take what we have up here, rewrite it, but put a 1 where we see the x's. Make sure you put it in parentheses to help you be consistent with your answer. And then simplify as much as you can. 2 times 1 is 2, minus 4 is going to give me negative 2. And then on the bottom, 5 times 1 is 5. Add 7 is going to give me 12. And that can be simplified by dividing top and bottom by 2, which will give me 1 over 6. And it's negative. And for the next part, we need to do g over f. Well, g is 5x plus 7. And f is 2x minus 4. And so that one's actually the entire answer for C. On D, you're going to take that and put in 3 in for the x's, because it has that there after the function name. So we have to do 5 times 3 plus 7. And on bottom, we're going to have 2 times 3 minus 4. We simplify the top part. That part is 15. When you add 7, you're going to get 22. 2 times 3 is 6. Minus 4 is going to give me 2. And you can actually do that division, 22 divided by 2, which will give you 11. And that's your answer. And moving on to for our last piece here, we need to do the f function over the g function, or f divided by g of x. F is 5x plus 3. I should say plus 3. And on bottom we're going to have 2x plus 9. And if there's a number that goes in all those evenly, we can do that, but there is none, so that is going to be our answer for the first part. On the next one, we need to plug in 2 into this answer here. Put 2 where you see all the x's, so 5 times 2 plus 3. And on bottom, we're going to add 2 times 2 plus 9. Well, 5 times 2 is 10, add 3 is going to give me 13 on top. 2 times 2 is 4, add 9, on the bottom we're going to get 13 still, which is going to be just 1. 13 divided by 13 is 1. And part C, we need to do g over f. Well, g is 2x plus 9. And f is 5x plus 3. Simplify that down as much as we can. Well, it's already done. There's no number that goes into all those evenly, so we'll just leave this answer how it is. On the next part, we need to plug in 2 as well. Just like on part B, well, when you do that, you're going to get the same answer, because our answer previously was 1. And if you flip 1 upside down and compute again, you're going to get the same thing. 2 times 2 is 4, add 9 gives you 13. 5 times 2 is 10, add 3 gives you 13. 13 divided by 13 is 1. And that's my answer, and those are your solutions for the dividing function part.